beautiful people, the Utopian Runner right here, live from Sao Paulo and the beautiful suburb of Vila Madalena. I was not actually planning on making videos about Sao Paulo. I was using the few days I have here to pretty much just recover from the Carnival, because it's been pretty epic. There's been a lot of things. But I caught up with a friend that I've known for years over in Australia, and I've discovered a small spot. By small spot I mean it. That's like 2-3 streets. I was gobsmacked by it. I loved it. You know what? I'll make a short video about it. That's pretty much how the idea of making shorter videos came to me. So yeah, it's just short videos about like very specific locations, specific people, specific things, and hopefully learn something new from those videos. Before I actually talk a little bit more about that spot, let me talk to you about Vila Madalena itself and Sao Paulo. So Sao Paulo is a huge city. Taking into account like the suburbs and the agglomeration, it's about 21 million inhabitants. But among that megalopolis, there is Vila Madalena, the Montmartre of Sao Paulo. For those of you who know Paris, Montmartre is a home of painters, singers. It is a beautiful place. Yeah, Vila Madalena is pretty much the same. There's loads of cafes, people like singers, painters, street artists come and enjoy the day or express their art. So yeah, the place we're gonna go today is such a place where some of those people actually get to express their art. I'm not saying the name just yet because it's got quite a funny name, but when we get there, you'll see what I mean. So I'll catch up with you guys very, very soon. So here we are, people, at the Beco do Batman. Beco do Batman just means Batman's Alley, which is Sao Paulo's street art hub. Couple streets, 2-3 streets, loaded and loaded and loaded with street art. The funny story about this place is that about 30 years ago, there was none of that art. But 30 years ago, overnight, a graffiti of Batman popped on one of the walls. Art school students saw it and they liked it. And they started adding more and more street art along the Batman alleyway. And that's how it got the name, because Batman was the first one to get there. Well, unfortunately, that graffiti is not there anymore, but that place is loaded with street art that just gets more and more beautiful. The community, the sense of community that you have around that place. When you have an art gallery, it's got a lot of art done by local artists. Some of it for sale, others for display. You can also buy cans of paint, so you can do street art yourself. As you can see, the walls are pretty much full right now. There's not much space, so makes you wonder, like, how do I get my street art in there? Well, that's a sense of community. Street artists basically communicate with each other. They come up with different paintings that they wanna make, different arts that they wanna make, and they discuss with each other. If someone's already got one there, it's not impossible for another one to just go and talk to that person and end up with collaborations. Here are some of them. For example, this bird and flower is a collaboration between two artists, Milo Chais and Boleta Bike. Check out this other one, which is a collaboration by 6 different artists. iGraph, Ninguém Dor, Milo Chais again, Boleta Bike, Feve Talavera, Herbert Baglioni. So basically, one comes up with a drawing, then someone else comes up with another idea and they add to it, and you end up with beautiful pieces which are the result of a lengthy collaboration. But you also have just unique pieces made by a single artist. You can see they all are very, very unique. One of the most famous one is done by Bueno Caos, Pelé Beijuqueiro, who's giving a kiss to Batman. For Batman's alleyway, that's quite the theme here. You got the famous, very, very famous. I mean, I'm saying famous because you can see that there's a lot of queue to take a picture with that one, which is a beautiful art done by Enivo. One of my favorites, I'll be honest, well, a couple of my favorites. This one done by Slicks, which is quite original. It doesn't have characters. It's just beautiful to see that fluidity in the different shapes, that those different strains of color. This other one, which is one of my favorites, which is done by Speto, the AC/DC kid. Speto is pretty much internationally known, which has like a very, very unique visual style into his street art. So yeah, it's loaded with different artists. That's a beautiful thing about this place. Because of that community approach to it, I could come back in 3, 5, 8 months time and it's gonna look different. For example, I was reading an article about the story of this place and it had graffitis that are not there anymore, for example, replaced by others. So that's the beauty of this place. It just keeps evolving. It's very organic. To add to the sense of community, there's small bars popping over the weekend. I came here during the week and it was nowhere near as busy as it is right now. And it's very family friendly. You got kids enjoying some games as well, while the adults are doing a little bit of shopping with local artists. One thing as well though, and that's quite common with touristy places, is that I can help but get a sense of this place is sort of being heavily commercialized in a way, because people come, they queue to get a picture on a mural that's gonna look like the same picture as many others. So yeah, I can't help but think that there's a bit of a commercial vibe going around with all of those different shops and the way people actually consume the art that's in here. Just taking pictures and posting them on social medias. Whether they're actually tagging the artists or not, that remains to be seen. I'm hoping they do. But yeah, at the very least, I know that there's a big sense of community here by the way the artists communicate with each other and keep updating their work and keeping this place alive. That was Becco do Batman here in Vila Madalena, São Paulo. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you come to São Paulo, definitely check out this place. As for me, the Utopian Wanderer, I'm off to my next stop. See ya!